What's good? What's good? What's good? We are back. And just want to tell y'all a story. King Gordy, Detroit. And they're gonna tell y'all how it was coming up. It's practically almost the same life that I've been through, but like on a different level, but I mean, like it's the life of what was going on in the D. I mean, like we have similar situations, what I'm saying? But shouts out to everybody. And I did this shit on my second channel, but like I need to do it over here. I did it on my second channel when this channel got nuked, so I got to do it over here. So shouts out to everybody. I would love to see y'all faces. Come back, say what up. But it is what it is. If everybody else is on, oh well, so be it. I ain't sweating it. I just want to get this shit on out the way. But shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to everybody coming back. Shouts out to everybody's gonna watch this shit on the playback. This is Detroit Hip Hop Stories, and we're talking about King Gordy from Detroit. And this is very important, like for those that want to study hip hop and the origin of horrorcore. Because at the end of the day, you hear my dark lyrics on the God of Fire, and most of my dark lyrics, some of my lyrics, it's like, man, this is the home of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like what we call acid rap. Thanks to Eshan, like he's a godfather of this shit. But King Gordy is the king of this shit. So little history lesson from my city, and I hope y'all enjoy. Shouts out to everybody coming back. Shouts out to everybody who's gonna watch this on the playback. And I hope this shit don't fuck up. Everybody else get to play their shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me play my shit. And I get this from the A1 channel. His name is A1 Live, AYONE. It's been a minute ago since the shit came out, but let's get to it.
We back. Like I say, I got a legend in the building. You know what I'm saying? You've all heard his name. If you haven't heard his name,
and we're gonna break shit down as we go. So like if I hear something, I'll stop it and I'll break it down. I'll break it down what's going on. But like till then, shouts out. What up, though, Bearded? Welcome to the Detroit Hip Hop Stories. You probably never heard of King Gordy. Like his music is kind of like mine. It's very fucking taboo. Most motherfuckers don't want to spit this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoy. This is King Gordy. Now, y'all probably seen King Gordy, but y'all probably didn't know that was King Gordy. If y'all remember the 8 Mile movie, the scene where they at the radio station and the big guy talking to the radio guy while like Eminem was whooping the nigga ass in the background, that big motherfucker, that's King Gordy. Okay, so this is the story of Detroit. He's gonna break down some story shit. He's from a part of town where I used to live at for a minute. You know what I'm saying? On the east side, the Van Dyke. Like I set up a Van Dyke in Georgia at one point, but that's where he's from. He from straight, like that area. And like I used to see his posters all over that bitch. His posters and those little motherfucking stencil shit where you gotta paint and shit and his face be on the wall. I'm like, dog, it's the demon guy. What the fuck is going on? But I ain't know about horrorcore. But like when I got older and I got a teenager and shit, I was like, okay, this horrorcore shit is fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? And plus, me and my homeboy was already in the 3-6 Mafia. But like when my homeboy put me on King Gordy, I was like, man, this nigga is on a whole nother level. Whole nother level. I'm talking about to the point where Eminem don't want a motherfucker have that nigga on the track with him because he'll destroy him. But the thing about it is, this is horrorcore. But M can go there too with that Slim Shady guy. You know what I'm saying? With the Slim Shady persona. He can take it there too, but King Gordy takes it there to the point where you might have to turn off the song and be like, did I just hear what the fuck I thought I heard? That's King Gordy. Okay? Shouts out to Bearded. Bearded in the building. You know, I had to go to StreamYard for this. We're gonna be playing no music over here, because like the fucking music will be in and out. So I was like, fuck it, let me come up here to the StreamYard. And if anybody got any questions, I ask them. I mean, I answer them like to the best of my knowledge. But let's get off into it.
And you heard of somebody that said his name, the man, the myth, the legend, king of the East Side, king of Van Dyke.
Day.
Van Dyke and Harper all day. I got Lord Vader, King Gordy in the building.
No doubt, man. What's going on, my brother?
Man, well, I want to, a couple things I want to, like I said, I ain't gonna keep you long, right? I want to get straight into it. When people say artists like maybe your M or like you, your D12s, your Royce the 5'9", Obi Trice, you know what I'm saying, don't represent that sound. Like I was watching an interview with Vezo, right? He was on the Breakfast Club, and shout out to Vezo, and shout out to the Breakfast Club, but they asked him about the Detroit sound, and of course they always ask guys, whether you the backpackers or whether you that horrorcore music or whether you the street rap, they always ask like, well, what you think of M, or what represents that Detroit sound? And he was like, well, we respect them, but that wasn't who we was looking up to. We was looking up to like guys like the Street Lords and the the guys.
Yeah. Now, that shit is true. I want people to understand. Yeah, they respect him. They respect him. They respect his lyricism, but niggas ain't bumping him. And it's respectfully though. It's like niggas want that street shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want that street shit. But he about to break down what I've always been saying, and like something that like most people like didn't want to admit at one point, because everything was on like in one swoop. But like when we had to sit down and actually separate the music and the sound, it was like, man, we got Detroit street rap and we got Detroit hip hop. Like simple as that. We're gonna have to motherfucking really separate this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell the difference. You can tell who's lyrical and who's not. But at the end of the day, I started off as a Detroit street artist, but there was a hint of, let's just say, a little darkness. And I was going to be branching away from Detroit street rap eventually, because in the middle of that street rap, it was a little dark, And I'm like, because at the end of the day, like when you look at your life, and like when I learned, like what was told to me, like before I became Hurricane, it's like I can't really, be on that street shit if I'm not really into it. Yes, I'm from the projects, but like, did I dip and dabble into that street shit? No, not when I was in the projects. I ain't really dabbled to the street shit until I got out the projects and got to another area. Shout out to HP. Then, then I learned about the life. But like in the projects, we were just motherfucking spitting that hardcore gangster shit. But not saying that I didn't see a lot of shit in the projects. Shit that I can't even say right now. But viewer discretion is advised. But like at the end of the day, growing up in it, seeing it, mama on fucking drugs, place to place, house to house, shelter to shelter, abandoned to abandoned, stand people to stand people. I seen a lot of motherfucking shit growing up. Mostly on the fucking east side. Yes, I stay on the west side too, north end. Never really stayed in the southwest. And if I did, I don't remember. Or like no one ain't tell me, but shit. But like I've been all over. When it comes to the hustle, for sure. But about to hear about the Detroit sound. Like going back to the fucking sound being separated from street shit to hip hop. And yeah, like you said, we grew up on Street Lords and Cheddar Boys. Because I remember hearing Street Lords and Cheddar Boys, Rock Bottom, Jesse James and shit. But at the same time, I was still more of a fan of Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Obi Trice, King Gordy, because like they was the lyrical side of Detroit. you know, and there was a lot of people, a lot of great hip hop. But let's get over to it. I'm about to break it down.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? For representing that Detroit sound, like what's your take on that?
Wait a minute, let's see JBJ, what up, though? Oh shit, I saw JBJ name. What up, though? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Comic. I thought JBJ was in here. But yeah, everybody get off into it.
There a real Detroit sound?
Yeah, I mean, let me, how can I, okay, Detroit was kind of like back in the day was divided into two.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You had your street shit, like the Street Lords, Cheddar Boys, Rock Bottom, Made West. You understand what I'm saying? They was
Rock Bottom is the name of the clique. The airport too hot, so I'm hopping on the train with this brick. Still thugging with the thing on my hip. Got hollers with the name on the tip. Got products that's taking the stick. If I can call up, taking the fit. Bro, I grew up on that. I told y'all niggas, wait till J Nutty get out. You cutthroat carjacking for your cutty get out. And we real hoppers, wait niggas, y'all doing rocks, pumping the game. I stay blowing like Jill Scott. That's Big Hurt. Nigga come in, I'm about to get what's rightfully mine. I'ma either getting it right in these rounds or either discharging these rifles and nines. In the kitchen, sitting, slicing up dimes, live every minute till my foot is like my life on the line. Then he jumps out, Big Hurt comes back in. I ride dirty, no registration, drop out, no education, put Glocks out with no hesitation. And I'm taking out your whole federation. I'm a street pharmacist, hit you if you need some more medication. See my niggas copping keys at the station. Nigga, get my dog, my shit growing up. Rock Bottom is the name of the clique. The airport too hot, so I'm hopping on the train with this brick. Still thugging with the thing on the hip. Got product. No, that was my shit. Bearded. What's to that JV? Well, I've been rolling with the JBJ network for maybe 3 or 4 years. I just been on, it's popping up. It's getting live whenever I, get live. But I always been over there. Like, it's just that now, since StreamYard doing that double streaming shit, I can be able to motherfucker stream my shit, man. But I always been over there. Make sure y'all subscribe to the JBJ network. Let's talk with JBJ. He got the JBJ sports and shit. He got the sports talk on Tuesdays. He do the cop videos on Thursdays. He do like a freestyle Fridays. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck he be picking on Fridays. And plus he going live tonight. I don't know what's popping tonight. But last night was funny as hell. Don't know what's popping tonight. So I'm trying to knock out all these videos real quick. I think he go live around 10. I always get my salutes to Beard and everybody else, before I hop on my live and shit. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. Jabberwockies. Oh, yeah, remember the JBJ network is just like shit. We cover cop videos, cover Kendra G sometimes Jive TV, sometimes just doing a lot of commentary. But for the past couple of days, we was covering history about colonizers and Thanksgiving. But last night we were just talking about some funny shit. That shit was hilarious. Yep. Gotta multitask. And shouts out to my homeboy opposite from the norm. If it wasn't from the norm, I would have never met JBJ. And if it wasn't for my nigga Low Key, I would have never met out from the norm. So shouts out to Low Key. And right now, like, he's breaking it down about the separation of the hip hop.
They were out here. But then you had Detroit hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? You had the D12, the Royster 5'9", Fat Killers, Raw Collection, Guilty Simpson, the Almighty Dreadnoughts. You understand what I'm saying? So, but back then, lyrics was still at the height of being, in like you being popular, you being signed was your lyrics still. You know what I'm saying? Even though the South was doing a thing, and so they wasn't very lyrical, but they made great songs for you to party to. So, that's what kept them up, a lot, very much relevant. But so the street element was always there. I just feel like it just wasn't their time. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think it was. I call it, I call it white Buffy music.
Okay. Right.
But it always existed, though. Like I say, Street Lords, the Cheddar Boys, Blade,
the Tricks,
always there.
And a lot of people get it wrong. And then it's a misconception, I feel like, Gordy, because I know you from, I might not know you personally, right? But I know your background. I did my homework. I did my research, right? And you got guys like you got guys like Sev the General, Big Fella Deck, Trick, that, yeah, we lyrical, but we ain't no slouches in the streets either.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a street nigga.
So where did the misconception come from that just because we hip hop or we know how to put these bars together and we just every verse ain't about a brick we done sold? What's the you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The misconception is this: motherfucker taking kindness for weakness. Like I tell a motherfucker, just because I follow the path of peace of mind and meditation don't mean I won't pull the trigger on your bitch ass. Just because I'm a hip hop artist and I don't talk about selling the brick and fucking hoes and being a drug addict all fucking day, don't mean I won't put a bullet in your ass. Simple. It's a crazy misconception, man. But like motherfuckers think that just because you live in a certain lifestyle, don't mean you won't go dark. This is why I am the Hurricane, the style master. This is why I master all this shit. But like most importantly, mastered myself. When you master yourself, you can motherfucking automatically know where a motherfucker's coming from. Whether anybody know it or not. Once you master yourself, what they say, when you know thyself, you know who? God. God is who? You. So when you know thyself, nigga, you can just look at the motherfucking eyes and see that they fucked up. Or you can feel the aura. So it's like, look, nigga, I will knock your motherfucking head off your fucking shoulders. Thinking just because I'm a hip hop artist or a nigga that follow peace of mind and meditation. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Shiva is a god of destruction. And that's his fucking path. Peace of mind and meditation. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. When I destroy some shit, I'm going to destroy some shit. But it's not out of spite or anger. It's because I with the old in with the new, bitch. It ain't your time yet. But if you push me, I will speed up the goddamn clock and turn this bitch to Ragnarok. Bars. But I can't go to speak.
But you gotta understand, their motivation is different from our motivation. We were rapping trying to be the illest niggas in the world.
Bam. That's the difference. Me being a hip hop artist, I'm trying to be the best at these lyrical abilities. Fuck the money. It's about the fucking message and building myself, constantly reinventing myself to the point where, nigga, I have all the fucking styles mastered and I'm still mastering, still sharpening my sword, still working hard. Bro, I'm supposed to drop only 3 albums this year, nigga. I'm at 5 albums. I'm supposed to be chilling. This right here let you know that I'm the hardest working man in show business without even being in show business. Give myself a pat on the fucking back for that. Nigga. But the other motivation on the street side is it's all about the money. It's all about the hoes. Titty bar music type shit. It's easy money. Like easy views, easy pickings. But behind the scenes, nigga, a lot of niggas selling drugs. Don't want to talk about that, but it's all good. At the end of the day, shit, nigga, doesn't understand how much drug money is flowing through the music game. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of part of how we kick open the door ourselves. Like, all right, fuck it. We're just gonna sell a big ass bag, bring out some halls and some houses, and throw some fucking parties and charge motherfuckers at the door. Fuck it. Y'all don't want this shit? Fuck it. We know some people that love this fucking music. Fuck everybody else. And then once the sound start gravitating to everybody, everybody want to be on our dick. No, I'm gonna be like, bitch, back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Fuck out my face. You know what I'm saying? So fuck the bullshit. Niggas don't understand real lyrics. Like honestly. And plus, at the end of the day, these stupid motherfuckers that would have called my shit mediocre, like y'all bitches ain't trying to make timeless music. My shit can be played 10 years from now, you bitch ass niggas. My shit is gonna be played 20 years from now, you dumbass fucks. Y'all want everybody to be dumb as fuck. No, simple nursery rhyme raps. No, bitch. I'm advanced. Way beyond advanced. Mastered. Way beyond mastered. While niggas talking about cars and trucks, I'm talking about planes and boats. While y'all get to planes and boats, I'm in a motherfucking spaceship. And if y'all even make it to that level of consciousness or rhyme ability, I'm past y'all in the pleroma and beyond. And if y'all ever make it there, and I highly doubt it, nigga, I'm in the infinity. I'm the last level of rhyme. Nigga, whether anybody know it or not, or like it or not. Nigga, I'm better than all your camps, every fucking body. Nigga, all you fucking haters ain't ready for this. Because you know why? Because I'm constantly fucking training. I know the value of hard work and dedication. And most importantly, it's about the fucking message. I die on this hill. You can have all the money in the world, but you look it up. The top 60 rappers, celebrities that are depressed right now. Nigga, I'm happy being me, being free. But anyway, let's get back to it.
You understand what I'm saying? When I write rhymes, I'm trying to be the illest nigga on fucking earth.
Mm-hmm.
They are not trying to be the illest.
Mm-hmm.
They literally want to be, they want to be the kings of the titty bar.
Mm-hmm.
They want to walk into a titty bar and all the bitches know them because they didn't fuck these niggas. These niggas have threw up 100,000 on the floor. They didn't order 7,000 bottles. You understand what I'm saying? And they're paying the DJ to play his shit. When his shit come on, the shit go crazy. That's what this is about for them. They want to rock ice. They want. And you know, rightfully so. I mean,
Rightfully so.
that's your definition of gratification. Then and that's what you should rap for. They're rapping to rock ice, drag Bentleys. Not saying that we wasn't trying to do that shit too, but what we was trying to drive Bentleys and rock ice, but we was trying to do it because we were lyrical, not because we had such a street element and that all we talked about was street shit to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Absolutely.
So that's what it's all about with them. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's basically everybody's a cheddar boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only.
It was that right there. When I saw this interview, and like when I motherfucking like right before I became Hurricane, shit. I was in high school. Me and my homeboys just got out of school. And me and my nigga Alex, Tony, he's on the indie wrestling scene now. Shouts out to Tony. He go by Tony Thunder. Shouts out to my nigga on the indie wrestling scene. It was Alex, Tony, Robert, and Chris, and me. McDonald's. Somebody came up to Alex and it was talking about music and shit. And then he started talking to us. It was like, y'all rap, y'all do music. We was like, yeah. Now, the next question he asked, he was like, all right, y'all do music. Okay. But which one of y'all take it serious? And all those niggas pointed at me, pointed the elbows, everything. And then that nigga was like, spit that shit. Spit that shit, killed that shit in the McDonald's. Everybody loved it and shit, even motherfuckers that weren't even supposed to be paying attention. Then my man was like, there's an elder cat too. Man was like, that shit was fucking fire. But was that real? Because otherwise, you'll be sounding just like another fucking cheddar boy. So, to stand out, gotta say some different shit. Some of them motherfuckers are afraid to talk about. I know life is fucked up, but right now you in high school. Think about that. So, I thought about it when I got home. I thought about it heavy on an intimate level. Like my first piece of shadow work without knowing what shadow work was. Then I had to throw away my rhyme book and erase my original rap name. Well, I mean, fuck, not rhyme book, my rhyme books with an S. I had like at least 3 or 4 of them. Had to get rid of all of them. Had to throw those bitches away. Go back to the dollar store and grab like 2 more and start over. I became Hurricane by listening to motherfucking Twister. Kill Us All on a Sirius SM. I know what the fuck. It ain't showing no video. It was just like a name in the corner showing the album name and the song name. I was like, bet it up. Gotta reinvent myself with a new name. And I gotta master a style. What a good way to start off the reinvention. So that was a side project, learning the fast style. But when it came to what my man was telling me about standing out, I had to talk about life. So I had a Nas CD, the Stillmatic CD. It had no songs played, but it was just the instrumental. It was just the instrumentals. I don't know how I came across it, but it was the whole Stillmatic. Number instrumentals. And I just wrote number real shit to each track. Each fucking track. I'm like, okay, I'm Hurricane. I got to have a meaning to this name. So this is going to be about destruction and rebuilding. That's going to be what my name represents. And when it comes to that Twister shit, when I master the fast style, that's going to complement what I already have on my name. So, bam, Hurricane was the name 2004. Because a motherfucker said, nigga, you will be just like another fucking cheddar boy. And I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be greater. So stepping out of Detroit street rap, going into Detroit hip hop was a great, phenomenal transition for me.
The way I can describe Detroit rap 2021. Mm-hmm. Everybody is a cheddar boy. And ain't nothing wrong with that because that's the root of their street shit. Like I said, you know, the street lords even going.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that because that's the root of the street shit. We cannot just throw them away. Today's the root. Cheddar Boys, Street Lords, Rock Bottom, Made West, Blade Icewood, Jesse James. You know, they was the originators that kicked open the door on the Detroit street shit. Gotta give them their props. They the originators. But like right now, because like he said, 2021, this is 4 years later. Everybody still sound like a motherfucking Cheddar Boy. Because after the Cheddar Boys, when I got back into the new scene, it was Dope Boys Cash Out, Team Eastside, Shit. KDZ. Damn. I'm on Icewear Vezo. Damn, what's some more? What's some more? I think Seven the General. But I think Seven the General hip hop. I'm not sure. But Trick and but yeah.
Back to Detroit Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying? All that
Absolutely,
shit.
absolutely, yeah.
So, Detroit is a ghetto ass gangster city.
Yeah.
Of course that element is going to exist. It just at the time, being lyrical was still a main focus, and it just wasn't that time for that to come out. Absolutely. But now, in a world where you really don't gotta be lyrical, this will thrive. Mm-hmm. That's why the world trying to rap like Detroit niggas. Mm-hmm. Because it's not about being lyrical anymore. It's about how much shit can I talk with this cadence and the beat selection that everyone has.
But do that. Let's say you an artist coming out. Let's say you an artist coming out, and you just trying to get off the porch, so you don't really know nothing, and that's all you hear. Does that cripple you, like by thinking like, damn, this the only music I want? I you know what I'm saying? This was selling, so I gotta do that. Cripple you?
Okay, you're 16, right?
Yeah.
You live on Chalmers and 6 Mile.
Right.
Every time you ride up the block.
And before you make that statement, Gordy, because you just said you 16, you live on Chalmers and 6 Mile. It's a lot of people that's coming out that's popping right now that grew up in West Bloomfield. And you follow what I'm saying? And sound like they from 6 miles of Chalmers.
That's because they're just following a wave. What we're experiencing is a wave.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
This is a wave. Yep. Remember, hey, Chicago did it with drill music, sir. Yep. The Bay did it with hyphy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You had the snap music in Atlanta.
Music in Atlanta. Now we have this cheddar boy style wave. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's,
that's what it is.
They're thriving in an era where you don't have to be lyrical. It's about how gangster are you? Are you really a killer? Have you sold dope? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. It's not about how lyrical you are.
Absolutely. Understood.
Yeah,
you know, and so
hear that. We got the motherfucker around that back. This is what's going on.
You live on Chalmers and 6 Mile. It's a lot of people that's coming out that's popping right now that grew up in West Bloomfield. And you follow what I'm saying? And sound like they from 6 miles of Chalmers.
That's because they're just following a wave. What we're experiencing is a wave.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. Yeah. This is a wave. Yep. Remember, hey, Chicago did it with drill music, sir. Yep. The Bay did it with hyphy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You had the snap music in Atlanta.
Music in Atlanta. Now we have this cheddar boy style wave. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's,
that's what it is.
They're thriving in an era where you don't have to be lyrical. It's about how gangster are you? Are you really a killer? Have you sold dope? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. It's not about how lyrical you are.
Absolutely. Understood. You know, and so going back and you, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but you say, so you 16, you know.
You 16, you're 6 Mile and Chalmers. Every time you ride up the block, you hear Peasy. Your brothers now playing it all day. Your cousins, bitches saying, oh my God, I want to suck Peasy's dick. I want to fuck him. I want to go. So, and you're like, damn, I want to be a rapper. That's what everybody's looking up to. I got to be that. Mm-hmm. I got to get beats that he would rap to. I got to rap that cadence. I got to talk about what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. He's talking about going out of town with blues. I got to go out of town with blues. Mm-hmm. He's talking about riding in the Benz. I got to talk about riding in the Benz, because that is basically saying I have to follow that formula to win.
Right.
Yep. And that shit, I was like, fuck that shit. Growing in the game, when I knew I became lyrical. When I first became lyrical, I'm talking about like when I reached that pinnacle of motherfucking lyrical, I'm like, yeah. When I knew whole ass record labels, producers, engineers, like, you need a song like them. Heard that for a minute. Fuck that. Real shit.
Right, but you, I mean,
that's why that style is so oversaturated in Detroit, because when you see somebody winning on something, and
quite naturally
you want to emulate that. You want to, that's what you're going to emulate. Like, damn, he got on using these type of beats. He rapped this cadence. He got this content. I have to do that. I can't be myself. I can't be original and try to do me and try to create something new or a new wave. I have to ride this way. I'm from Detroit too, so I can ride the wave.
But Gordy, you from that era where riding waves and swagger jacking that.
Salute, Dr. Chocolate. What up, dude? Yep.
That wasn't it, bro. Like you might have got beat up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You from that era, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The era, if anybody started to say and a motherfucker knew it, you got your ass beat. Or they roasted your ass for trying to bite somebody's style. It's like, like a person can hear when you're trying to take somebody's shit. Niggas got killed for rhyme books, nigga. You feel me? So now everybody sound the same. It's like it's crazy. And then you look online right now, motherfuckers talking about rap fatigue. Yeah, rap fatigue. I'll be rap fatigue too if you keep hearing the same shit all day. No originality, no creativity, nobody motherfucking unique. Everybody sounds the fucking same. But you don't know your fucking history, you're doomed to repeat it. And guess what it gotta come back to? It gotta come back to fight the power. But we ain't fighting shit no more. I'm about to kill the power. Eradicate they fucking ass. Welcome back. Welcome back to real, conscious, gangster, revolutionary motherfucking hip-hop. But in the eyes of motherfucking modern day motherfuckers, I have carved my own lane. But me personally, and I say this humbly, I'm just finishing where Public Enemy left off. On some real shit. Let's keep it a buck. I'm just finishing where they left off. Or at least where Professor Griff left off. Because you know what happened to Flavor Flav and you know what happened to Chuck D. Or what they've done. I'm making it sound like something happened to them. No, it nothing happened to them. They still cool, but the shit that they done. Professor Griffith's the only one standing strong, true revolutionary. Still telling it like it is. And if it wasn't for Griff, these motherfuckers wouldn't even have the information to spit in these lyrics. So at the end of the day, nigga, Griff is the man. Well, shouts out.
Like, am I wrong?
Yeah, I'm from the era where that shit is biting.
Am I wrong though? Like you might have got some guys sent to you if you sounded like I said, if you sounded like Gordy. Let somebody on the west side sounded like Gordy and had that whole Gordy. Like,
they would have said something like, man, they're saying something on the west side trying to sound like you, Gordy. They would have said it. But now in this era, like I said, back in the day, we call it biting, but they don't consider it biting. They're just saying, hey man, we're using a style from our city.
Yeah. From mainstream music to social media, especially now on TikTok, bro. We in the TikTok era, you know what I'm saying? And salute to that. It seems everybody's doing something for shock value or for clout. As one of the founding fathers of extreme, like, you know what I'm saying? What do you feel about artists using like clout to get on?
I mean, shit. Hey man, if
like when guys like you, guys like Bizarre, guys like you had guys do when they did this type of music or this type of style, that's because that's what you was doing. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't because you was chasing like the next view. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't chasing views.
Right. I mean, the music that we do, like I tell motherfuckers, man, I never made music to make millions of dollars because I know that the style of music that I do is only going to gain a cult fan base. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Our music. What I love about King Gordy is he understands the type of music he make. Ain't gonna be no mainstream shit. There's going to be a cult fan base. Or cult fan base. I know it may sound like it's a cult, but cult fan base means like there's going to be loyal followers that fuck with your music, no matter what you do. Like Devin the Dude. Don't even know who the fuck Devin the Dude is unless you motherfucking from Texas and paid attention to motherfucking Texas music or the underground scene. But Devin the Dude has a major cult following. Hey Reno, major cult following. Trade the Truth, major cult following. But I think Trade the Truth got 1 foot in the mainstream and 1 foot in the street. But I found him through the underground scene. So it's like, yo, Hobson from the West Coast, major cult following. All I do is just find the right motherfucking label that's gonna back this shit. But most motherfuckers are afraid of my lyrics and afraid of King Gordy's. The motherfucking guy that's talking, because you know why? Our shit ain't marketable. The Revolution, the Truth, and especially Horrorcore is not marketable. Not marketable. But at the end of the day, if a motherfucker could let Eminem get in this bitch and say all that wild shit he's saying, or any motherfucking crazy motherfucker that ever got a chance to motherfucking be on MTV or BET or VH1, and let those niggas say what the fuck they say, or fuck it, y'all ain't motherfuckers on Adult Swim, the motherfucking Loader Squad niggas, the motherfucking Tyler the Creator and his crew. I call that shit like grunge rap, you know? Like, man, dog, y'all let the wildest shit on, but y'all don't want to let the truth on, because at the end of the day, they know music control the minds of the people, and if that the 40/40 frequency, I mean the 440 frequency, also tweaking the shit to make you act the fuck up. And since they know that I'm on some lyrical Tai Chi shit, they really ain't gonna fuck with me.
Millions and millions of people don't want to hear horror music, man. They just don't. It's not acceptable. I mean, they accepted it from him because he was mainstream. You understand what I'm saying? So they will allow him to say crazy shit because he was a white boy. He mainstream with it, you know what I'm saying? But he was lyrical, you know what I'm saying? So it was allowed with him. But me, I'm much darker than him. You know what I'm saying? Like I say shit that M would never say. So at that point, I mean, I've X'd myself out of like a mainstream audience. That's why I call myself like, you know, the David Koresh of hip hop, or you know what I'm saying, the you know, like guys like that, because I have a cult fan base.
Absolutely, they coming to you regardless of what's going on. You know you're gonna sell tickets. You know you're gonna get a stream or a download.
Exactly.
You follow what I'm saying? No matter what the trend is of tomorrow, you know they're coming. When King Gordy say, "Yo, we dropping." Let's talk about even heathens, right? You, Ill Temper, how y'all link up, and what did you see in him, or vice versa, that made you say, "Yo, let's do something, let's rock out"?
Well, initially, we had did some business, you know what I'm saying, like some collabs and shit, right? And we was feeling what we was doing. I was like, "Yo, man, just you know, you get a nice budget together. We'll, you know, put out a great album, you know, to help him, because I seen that he really was passionate about what he was doing. You know, I liked his beat selections. And I just told him, I said, man, you know, you got to invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I was kind of almost like a consultant, as well as a collab with him for the album. But it was more so to, you know, get him out here and to, you know, try to get him to grow, because like I say, he was passionate about it. He believed in himself. He invested in himself. I respect the person that invested in themselves, you know.
Okay. And hella dope. I see one of the videos y'all posted is kind of like a for craziest. It's kind of like a claymation, or like a, you know what I'm saying? I see like dogs moving. Yeah, like who was the creative genius behind that? Like
it's some dude from Australia, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a fucking like a heavy metal fan, like a headbanger dude. And he said that's what he do. He you know, he makes puppets in his garage and shit. And he said he came up with the concept. I thought the shit was dope.
So like,
I'll tag you his name on Instagram.
Yeah, please do, man, because you know, so I can give them his just do, and you know what I mean. But when you go into video treatments like that, or even video treatments that you do for yourself, how much of that is like you linking up with the director, or how much of that is like 100% like, yo, this is my vision, this is the treatment I want. Let's rock out like this.
Well, you know, with me, I'm an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like people telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like with my artistry. So if you're a dope director and I feel like you're a dope director and I give you my song, I'm gonna trust your artistry to bring my song to life. So I don't want to step on that now. If the shit's whack, I'm gonna say something. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm fucking with you, I already think that you could put together a vision that I would like. So.
Absolutely, bro. And like I say, being an innovator, being a, you know what I'm saying, a guy that just, you know, you stand on your brand no matter what, you know what I'm saying? That shit just so dope. I know, like, you know, your talent is just, you know what I'm saying, it's just out of this world, bro. Like, for real. Like, I feel like you just, you know what I'm saying, you probably sold your soul or some shit like something. Like,
coming from nothing, man. You know, like I say, I grew up on Van Dyke, man, and like niggas wasn't rapping over there. You know
and see, I wanted to ask you that too, because like I say, I'm from 7 Mile. I'm from over there from the Osborne area, right? But you know what I'm so you know, and I know your area. Even coming up early, right? Doing the type of music that you do, was it always accepted, or did they have to embrace you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Your peers, like, what or were they like, yo, Gordy, I don't know, what is this, bro? Like, what, you know what I'm saying?
Now, that's why I had to make shit like Van Dyke and Harper music and shit like that.
Classic. We gonna get into that. Hold on, we gonna get into that. Classic.
Yeah, black people, they really don't. They're not too receptive to shock value rap because they're deep rooted in like values that was taught to them about taboo shit.
Yeah. Christians and any religious motherfuckers is not gonna fuck with King Gordy. Niggas that love their religion or love the government ain't gonna be fucking with my content. You really gotta have a tough exterior and really love hip hop to really fuck with my shit. On some real shit. On some real shit. You gotta really love hip hop, love lyricism, and not the bullshit that y'all hear in the mainstream in order to motherfucker really sit down and listen to my music. But most motherfuckers love their government and they love their religion, so they ain't gonna fuck with my music. And they really ain't gonna fuck with King Gordy shit. King Gordy is horrorcore, king of horrorcore. Nigga, you will hear some shit that make you it'll make you bless your house with holy water. That's how cold this motherfucker is.
So to black people, things that I say is like too taboo. So it throws them off. It's not something that they want to just listen to like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be to listen to my music, you have to be extremely open-minded, probably a horror film fan.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you probably, if you like me, you probably seen every Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
You've seen Freddy, you've seen Michael Myers, you've seen like, you like that shit.
Absolutely.
That shit is dope to you. You like
when that shit came out and everybody was like this, you was like these, like, you know what I'm saying?
See, I look at horror from totally different than regular people do.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the aspects of how real did they get the blood? You know how, you know what I'm saying, like the plot of it is, you know, I look at it totally different than a person just looking and trying to be scared.
Yeah.
I'm not, because it doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
I look at it from an artistic standpoint. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's still art. It's just horror.
Absolutely. Man, being a guy of horror, right? What is some of the craziest shit like? Because you like I say, your career is extensive. You've been out here, you know what I'm saying, just eons, it seemed like. What's some of the craziest shit that King Gordy, like, whether being on tour, hitting city to city, doing shows, what's some of the craziest shit that even King Gordy, like, even for me, this is kind of like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all made King Gordy say, yo, even for me, this is a little bit much.
Yes. I was in, I think, was it Saginaw? I think I was in Saginaw. And this white guy, he was in the middle of the crowd. Like it was a crowd was around him, but like he was like, it felt like he was dead center in the middle of it. And he kept calling out my name, Gordy, Gordy, got a King Gordy shirt on. And I finally gave him, because I'm rapping, you know what I mean? So, you know, when the song cuts off, I look at him like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I throw up the horns to him, man. He took some alcohol, poured it over his head, and lit himself on fire. Like the security ran to put him out and shit. He was out here and everything, man. He burned himself up.
Yeah.
That's what I knew. I said, man, motherfuckers, like I say, man, I go do shows, motherfuckers offer me like meth and crack and heroin. I'm like, no, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This shit is rap, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking smoke rocks, bro.
Yeah. He say this shit is rap, bro. Like, calm down. Hey, man, I mean, you know, and then when you in that type of atmosphere, I can almost imagine, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I can almost imagine it's just like you being in the elements, man. And like you say, man, your type of fan base, I don't even want to put I don't want to put a race on it because we got it might be a handful of us, but it's something
black people that fuck with it.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I noticed with black people, they fuck with me because of lyrical ability. They be like, man, I don't like what you're saying, but the way you're saying it.
Yeah. That's what we gotta deal with. I don't like what you're saying, but I like the way you said it. They don't like when I say fuck the government. You know, they don't like it, but like they love the way I say it. Most black people are fucking pussy, scared to fight the fucking government, scared to let go of religion they know is not fucking real. So yeah, anybody really fuck with my motherfucking content, especially when I know my ideology. Nigga, I even put it in my lyrics. Nigga, I'm the fucking God killer. Like, well, you a demon. I kill demons too, bitch. But here's a spoiler alert. How about they're both not real, you dumb fuck? Because whether you're a Christian or non-Christian, you still got to go through life. And life be fucking lifing. But it is what it is. What up, though, Chris?
That's what it be for like black people. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing I get.
I saw an interview where Biz explains the you know that Lars connection. You know, I saw somewhere where he was like he went you brought him over to Foul Mouth.
Yeah.
And
Foul Mouth first.
Okay, and salute to Foul Mouth. He just did an incredible record with a fat father. I call him Slim Father, not Slim King. You know what I'm saying? But Fit Father.
No doubt.
Salute to him. And y'all did like 5 songs, and from there you was like, you know, explain that whole connection with Biz and the Lars connection.
Man, you know, I had
Last American Rock Stars.
Yeah, years ago I was gonna name my album, Lars, the last.
Hashtag fuck YouTube for not sending out my notifications, but I thought like I said, just stick around. But it is what it is. Like YouTube ain't sending out my notifications, so you know, fuck it. It is what it is. Like nobody want the truth out, but everybody else can motherfucking argue, fuss, and fight about stupid identity politics and if God exists or not. But I can't motherfucker just do my fucking thing. They don't give a fuck about YouTube no more. Can't wait to leave this shit so I can shoot a fucking cop in the fucking face. Shouts out to everybody.
American rock star and shit. But I never got around to it and shit. And me and Biz was like, yo, man, we need to, do an album together and shit. We need to think of a dope name. I'm like, damn, man, Lars, man. I was gonna name my album that, but fucking Last American Rock Stars. He was winning and shit. And I said, but we need a sound, man. this gotta be like our sound. I said we gotta have one producer do it, so we'll have a whole set sound where when you hear this music, you're like, okay, that's them. And I was like, well, I got this guy Foulmouth I just met, through the Fat Killers and shit. He was working on the Shimmy Bango album from the Fat Killers and shit. And we went over there, man, and just instant connection, man. He just so raw and filthy with it. You know what I'm saying? We love that. We love like that raw sound. And that's what Foulmouth possesses. He got that real raw hip hop.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And then the way you just like he had just posted a song you guys did. I think it was yesterday. And the way you just was tap dancing on that motherfucker. See, like that, like I say, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the ones that, like, of course, like the first thing that drew me to you was the lyrical ability. And the way you just be tap dancing on it, you know what I'm saying? See, I'm a man all about like how I'm a cadence man, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, like how wordplay and all of that, so just the way you was tap dancing. Any future plans on doing a full length with Foulmouth or anything like that?
Yeah, we're actually working on my Anakin series. I'm gonna drop chapter 1 and then chapter 2.
Salute, man. Dope, man. Exclusive. Y'all heard it right here, man. We finna get some great music from King Gordy, Lord Vader, and Foulmouth. Like,
I'm like 5 songs in. So yeah.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Please send me that link when you do. Like,
I got you.
I know a lot of rappers, man, especially when they get signed, they have an image that they have to uphold if they want that bag to keep coming, right? You ever heard some like quote unquote commercial rappers or mainstream rappers that came to you like, yo, Gordy, I fuck with you. I wish I could do what you do, but I'm signed to this contract. I'm binded. They won't let, I don't have creative control, like, you know what I'm saying?
Not that, but I've had a lot of rappers that would say, damn, Gordy, man, could you please not say this or that, or could you please tone it down, man? Like, I don't want people not to want to listen to the song.
Really?
Yeah. That is real. This is why, when it comes to Jordan, shouts out to Jordan. He's a singer, and I know he played his shit for his family. I had to learn that, like, I can't be too outrageous with my lyrics because I want his friends and his family to listen to that shit and have it be palatable for them to play at a family reunion or a party. Everybody else, I'll murder the fucking track. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker gotta say. But a singer, yeah, like it's a type of vibe. It's a type of vibe that you need. If it's a party track, you be on some party shit. But at the same time, I can be that revolutionary, and it's kind of hard to fucking do. Get the fuck out of here, man. God, man, fuck. I'm glad I have a gun in my hand. But anyway, real shit, dog. It be the funniest shit in the movie. Like, goddamn, like if I'm interrupting this, man, dog, I'm shooting the bitch. And until a bad big booty bitch to bring me another fucking phone. For real. Tired of that shit. The fuck y'all calling for? For nothing. Scam calls and shit. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do this shit like just to get that loose energy from me. If that shit fucking real. But anyway, basically showing consideration for other people and their ears when I do tracks with Jordan. Because I want his family to hear it. Because he's a singer, he's in a singing type of family and shit. And plus, at the end of the day, I have a darker fucking side of myself that I don't want to put out unless I'm making a dark album like The God of Fire. But at the same time, I could go a little darker. I could go a little fucking darker. I'm not as close as King Gordy when it comes to darkness, but goddamn, I can get close. But he got to add it sick to it. Like, this nigga is hardcore and sick. Like, Jesus, dog. But I would love to do a trap with King Gordy. For real, on some straight, dark horrorcore, like real hardcore. Man, kill that shit. But yeah, but like what I got is this. What I got is most people gotta change their verses when they fuck with it. If a motherfucker's confident in their verse, they'll keep their verse. Most niggas will be like, damn, I gotta change my verse up. That's what I get most of the time. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But what King Gordy get by him being horrorcore, his shit is taboo. He probably talked about like ripping a person's mother titties off and wore it like a fucking a Nike cap or some shit. He could probably say some sick shit like cutting off a bitch ass cheek and surfboarding with it. This nigga probably said, take your eyeballs out, wrap it around your throat, and play ping pong with your motherfucking brain and shit. That horrorcore, nigga. The sickest, craziest, horrific shit you can fucking say, but in lyrical form. I think the darkest shit I said on my scorching shit. Took a fair wife, ripped the soul from her cervix. Ripping the soul from a bitch vagina. You feel me? That's probably as dark as I'll probably fucking go. Well, listen to my scorching freestyle again. I'm dark on that bitch. Listen to Eternal Fire freestyle. Dark as fuck on that bitch. Oh, that's on the God of Fire. And I'm expressing my dark and my metaphorical side. Yeah, Gordy wild.
Bizarre has had to change verses. Like, man,
Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
That's what Bizarre said.
Yeah, Bizarre from D12, Eminem's group. Bizarre say some wild shit. This is why I love that King Gordy and Bizarre got together and do their collabos. Because that's the only motherfucker that could probably motherfucking be on the same type of consciousness. That's why they call themselves Lars. Last American Rock Stars. That's the name of their group. King Gordy and Bizarre. But King Gordy is also with somebody else called the Fat Killers. King Gordy been in the game for a hot minute. But when I first heard him, he got a song called Nightmares. We're going to play that in a minute.
You know what I'm saying? He's basically like, hey, man, that's too sick, bro. We can't, man.
Yo, shout out to Bizarre, bro. Yeah, like you say, for him to say that.
Yes, that's my brother, man.
He was looking at you like he was looking at my man in the crowd burning on fire.
Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, nah, we can't do this.
Who would you say the king of horror? Who would you say, you being the king of horrorcore, who would you say invented horrorcore? Because a lot of people that say, like, I seen interviews with a lot of people credit Esham. I see a lot of views with interviews where people credit, like, you know.
And it was two people that told me I had Esham's vibe. And I knew who the fuck Esham was until I looked him up. That nigga's originator. Esham is an originator of this shit.
Texas, like, who would you say either gets credit for the creation, or what region is what spawned it into what it is right now?
I believe, like, you go back into, like, you know, Gangsta Nip.
Okay.
You know,
Legend.
Bill, you know, Child's Play.
Yeah. Niggas don't know about Gangsta Nip, Bearded. Bearded, if you stood in the chat, I know you know what Gangsta Nip is. Everybody know who Bushwick Bill is.
Right.
Something.
I believe Gangsta Nip was one of the, like, to me, was one of the first people, first I heard, like say crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, with with and to me, I believe Bushwick made probably one of the first real horrorcore songs with Child's Play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, not first, but like that solidified. That's horrorcore.
Okay.
You listen to Ghetto Boys Child's Play by Chucky, by Bushwick Bill. That to me is like old school horrorcore.
Okay.
Then you get, you know what I'm saying, like, but you get off into Esham, Brother Lynch Young, right?
Okay.
See,
Who remember Brother Lynch Hung? Who remember Brother Lynch Hung? Come on, Ben. I know you remember Brother Lynch Hung. I know. I'm 37. Okay. Some of y'all cats are just probably a year older than me by a couple months. I'm just saying, y'all remember Gangsta Nip, Bushwick Bill, and Brother Lynch Hung?
I believe they're all horrorcore, right? But everybody took a different approach.
Okay.
Esham was more on some, you know, Satan worshiping, you know, fuck God, which to black people in the 80s and 90s, that was fucking, you know what I'm saying? So he might have been the first one to really, I feel like Esham was probably him and Lynch probably was the first ones to just take it there because, you know, Lynch was talking about, hugging his mom and his dick getting hard. And Lynch was was on the cannibalism.
Okay.
He wanted to eat you.
Okay.
Like that's why he calls it a Hannibal.
Brother Lynch Hung was a fucking monster. Heard that nigga for the first time. I was like, what the fuck is I'm listening to? But damn, this beat is cold. Damn, this nigga spit that shit. But this nigga just talking about, whoa. Jesus. That's that music that will be like, ooh-wee. Hey. But Esham, yeah, fire too.
So he took, it's different stances of horrorcore you could take.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so he took the more cannibalistic route that you would say Esham took the denounce God, I worship Satan.
Mm-hmm.
But he still tried to keep it hood because he was from 7 Mile, so he would do street shit too. But his main source of horrorcore to me was like more so like, you know, like Satan worshiping and denouncing God. And then, like I say, you had Child's Play by Chucky and shit, but that was really just like one song. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
it's not like he did a whole album of that. You know what I'm saying? So I would consider what he did a horrorcore song. Now, Gangsta Nip did a whole album. But to me, Gangsta Nip did horrorcore, but it was all like punchlining.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And what about because I see like a lot of you guys get booked. Like let's say it's a show, a lot of you guys get booked together.
Say, bro, Hurricane, you just got me hip and I'm researching now, man. And cold as I can say, I know, right? Strange Music, the only that understand it. Strange Music. Tech Nine got a song called In the Trunk. It is about him trying to meet up with a female, trying to do his thing. He play his music, she disses him. He tossed that bitch in the trunk and play his music all fucking night, feeding that bitch raw hot dogs through the fucking trunk hole and shit. And then leave her ass in the woods somewhere till the cops find her while the music's still playing. And this bitch all crazy and delirious. Tech Nine is a monster. Tech Nine is a beast.
Is ICP included in that genre? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. ICP would be considered horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? Now, to me, they feel like they did what Esham should have.
You said, get off my mind. Oh, mama, I was just going to ask you if you heard that very track on everything I just would. Nigga, yes. I know, right? Nigga, that in the trunk is crazy, son. The trunk, even though she had a black punk rock, threw her in the trunk. That's my shit. He's like, you was just about to ask me. Threw her ass in a fucking trunk. Bitch, you don't like my music, bitch? Pop her beside the head, throw her in the trunk and play my music all night. Leave that bitch at a park somewhere until the cops come and be like. And they had the cops at the end of the song. It's like, we found a girl that been missing since last week. She's tied up in the trunk and appeared to be delirious. Look at that, was hilarious. Strange music.
You understand what I'm saying?
Explain that.
Because ICP, basically, they got their, I got much love for ICP. I got a show with Shaggy, but this is just Detroit history. I'm just telling you. This ain't
absolutely.
Esham had an album called Homie Don't Play.
Okay.
His face was painted like a clown. Violent J asked him, could they paint their faces like that to do a show?
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, they end up getting on, blowing up, getting this like cult fan base.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of like rapping the wicked shit like, Esham was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, basically, they kind of like took what he did.
They took a hot line and made it a hot song.
Yeah, they manufactured it, dressed it up and sold it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like he is the originator of Detroit horrorcore.
Okay.
Like when it comes to Detroit horror, Esham is the grandfather.
Got you. Because he was the first one that painted his face, right?
He's the first one to paint his face. He's the first one to say "fuck God" and all this shit. So that's horrorcore to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say some shit like that. So, yeah. So I would say.
So to King Gordy, when I call myself the God Killer, that's horrorcore, baby. That's horrorcore. So King Gordy is like they had their own lane with it. So Brother Lynch hung cannibalistic horrorcore. Esham, fuck God. So religious horrorcore, or like motherfucking anti-religious horrorcore. And King Gordy, if I could put him somewhere, I could probably say sick, demented, gangster, hardcore. Like King Gordy is there, man. King Gordy is that guy. Like that motherfucker is a monster. But when that leave me, I'm gonna have to go with revolutionary horrorcore. That's my lane. And on the outside, I can be like revolutionary conscious gangster shit, because like that's what I see. And if I put it all together, I'll probably call it fusion. Fusion hip hop, or we can go low key route, call it soul rap, soul hip hop, or Midwest Southern soul hip hop. But if on this scene, I'll be like, fuck it. Revolutionary horrorcore. I'm a God killer.
He is the pioneer of horrorcore in Detroit.
When a lot of people think of horrorcore, right, they automatically think like, okay, this is underground rap. But a lot of people don't realize that some mainstream artists can be, some albums can be considered horrorcore. Like a lot of mainstream albums got horrorcore on it. Am I touching it? Or
let me tell you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
M is a horrorcore rapper at heart.
Okay.
At heart. He knows he has the, back in the day, he had to, talk about, even if you look back in the day, even his singles were shock value. How my name is shock value.
Mm-hmm.
the real Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit was all shock value.
All them skits, all them little skits. It was
and on his albums he dive in it, but then he put out a horrorcore album called Relapse. Mm-hmm. That was all horrorcore.
Okay. Now, we hip hop heads would be like, that album was ass, and the hip hop head would admit, yo man, nigga, that Relapse album was trash, and it was with the hip hop ear. But when I turned on my horrorcore hip hop side, that Relapse album is the shit. That 3 a.m. or the 2 a.m. song, man, yo, man, that shit was fire. I played that on repeat for like a minute before I listened to the whole album. You know, like with my horrorcore senses. But like my regular, just like regular hip hop side, I wouldn't listen to it. I go back to Marshall Mathers LP1, Eminem Show. I listen to a little bit of Encore. And I fucks with Music to Be Murdered By. That's my favorite shit. Shit cold. And that'll be it. That'll be it. That Death of Some Shady was garbage. But like he said, Eminem is a horrorcore artist at heart. So if you understand all the music that he been making, I'm like, God damn. You know, it'll be 1 or 2 hits on the album. You know, but still, though, like, they put out the shock value ones. It's all about the shock value. But when I first heard M for the first time, that shit was shock value. This nigga started off, when I was just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. Used to tell me my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me he hated me. But when I got a little bit older, man, I realized she was the crazy one. There's nothing I could do to say to try to change it, because that's just the way she was. They say I can't rap about being broke no more. They ain't say I can't rap about coke no more. Slut think I won't choke no more till the vocal cords don't work in her throat no more. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just hear?
AM, that is a stereotypical horrorcore song.
Got you.
AM. Like I've heard so many horrorcore songs like that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I said that his shit was incredible, but I'm saying like what he did and the tone and the theme, that is horrorcore.
To the fullest. Okay.
To the fullest.
Okay.
I consider M to be a horrorcore rapper. He just blew up in the mainstream. I believe M is a horrorcore rapper that blew up in the mainstream world.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Detroit, you know, our hometown. I'm from Detroit. I'm living in South Carolina right now, but I'm a Detroit baby to the death. Detroit at one point was known for having some of the most talented and untouchable MCs. Do you still see us as that? Like, do we still have that threat? Like when like, you know, back when we used to go to New York or go to Philly or some of these places and they talk about Detroit MCs, or when Sway would speak highly, he'd be like, yo, them Detroit MCs is something different. Do you still think we hold that crown? Do you still think we got that infinity stone?
Not really, because being lyrical doesn't matter anymore. I mean, don't get it twisted. You still got.
You hear that? You know, so this question, only hip hop heads can answer. Like, I think we still got it, but they're not looking at the lyrical shit. They looking at how much money you got and how much dope you sold and how many hoes you got and how many cars you driving. So it's still a great question, and I think we still hold the title of being lyrical, but at the same time, I'm still hearing great lyrical people from Jersey, lyrical people from Texas, lyrical people from the West Coast, lyrical people in the Midwest, lyrical people over there in New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, let's talk about this country. I think we still got it, but we're not being heard. We're not being noticed. And I played that motherfucker shit on my, you know, my live. It's like they ain't trying to think I ain't trying to hear no motherfucking message. You heard that shit. I forgot what motherfucker said that, but it's like shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. But let's go back to King.
That's trying to
hold on.
These places and they talk about Detroit MCs or when Sway would speak highly, he'd be like, "Yo, them Detroit MCs is something different." Do you still think we hold that crown? Do you still think we got that Infinity Stone?
Not really, because being lyrical doesn't matter anymore. I mean, don't get it twisted. You still got guys that's trying to keep the tradition going, like Nolan the Ninja and the Clear Soul Forces. I don't know if you heard of these guys, but guys like that, and then
see, I'm just one of the niggas that's trying to keep being lyrical alive. Like real shit. I'm just trying to keep that shit alive. That motherfuckers know, holy shit. Detroit still got some lyrical motherfuckers over there. That nigga Hurricane is a beast. As long as you say that, it's a rap. And besides, shouts out to everybody that got me in their top 5 from rapper to producer. Shouts out to y'all. I really appreciate it. Because whether anybody know it or not, it's difficult to be in somebody's top 5. You really gotta be a bad motherfucker to be in somebody's playlist as soon as you wake up in the morning. I'm like, nigga, I'm about to listen to a Hurricane track and get me wired up. You know what I'm saying? Ladies listen to a nice laid back track, get all wet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a bad motherfucker to be in someone's top 5. So shout out to my lovely ladies. They got me in their top 5. And shouts out to my warriors out there, fellow MCs, producers, engineers, for having me in their top 5. And as for the haters, fuck y'all. For real, for real. Fuck the haters. At the end of the day, I'm hip hop.
just, man, is the era of being a hip hop is like dead, really. This is the era of the street rapper. Yeah. It's not about the hip hop MC anymore. It's about the street rapper.
Okay.
So this is their time.
Okay.
So now, and that's why rap now is oversaturated, because you don't have to be dope. You can be absolutely horrible. If the beat is dope and you got a nice hook, you can make it.
But Biz, they say, King, they say there's nothing new under the sun. Do you see a resurgence coming? Do you feel like it will ever, or it's gone, it's dead and gone, bury it, let's do something else?
I try to look at it from eras, man. Right?
Now, that's a great perspective to look at it from. You look at it from eras. He's a legend. This man is older than me. He's probably damn near 50. But going by eras, he was there at the birth of acid rap. He saw the motherfucking merging in the street shit. He watched the transition. I watched the transition. And the transition was wild, heavy. Motherfuckers was brainwashed.
You was born in the 70s, right?
I was born in the 80s.
Well, I'm just giving, I'm just saying,
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Because if you was born in the 70s, you'd be a rapper in the 90s.
Got you.
You feel me?
Yep.
You'd be 20 or in the teens.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm born in the 80s. I started rapping in the early 2000s. In the early 2000s, that's what Cheddar Boys, Made West, Rock Bottom, Blade, Icewood. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping, and these are the type of motherfucking people that's on the motherfucking scene. But when I get to that McDonald's and I hear my mans tell me, yo, you gotta be different, otherwise you're gonna sound just like these niggas. I stand out. It's like it was all over the place. And did I want to do it? I said, I'll make a couple tracks and dabble in it and see what the people think. Motherfuckers were still kind of focused on my lyrical ability. So it was like, okay, but they still like the so-called street shit. I was like, okay, cool. But like, she remember, like, that was just like on some writing shit. But like when I finally put shit on wax after I was told, look, get the fans what they want, because it was really like, nigga, I want to get this lyrical shit out, this truth out, and like I gotta like, like overlook, caring about what the fans wanted. So like once it got told to me through constructive criticism, to get the fans what they want. Got back into my mind frame and started making my shit for the ladies and making my shit for the hood. But I made it so like, nigga, y'all can get maybe 1 or 2 songs a piece, probably. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about all this smoking, drinking, fucking around shit. It's about motherfucking revolution. We can smoke and drink and fuck around after I'm done shooting a cop in the face. Or shooting the Fed up. Or have a Fed tied up and use him as a punching bag, then go upstairs and be like, hey, baby, how you doing? I'm just punching the bag tonight, baby. And like, she gonna be cleaning the plate. Be like, you get the info out of him, baby? I'm like, I got a little bit out of him, but I think he's hiding something. I'm gonna beat that nigga ass in a couple minutes. Let me know when the food ready, baby. And I go back downstairs and punch the shit out this fucking Fed. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So if you're a child of the 70s, right?
Mhm.
Now let's think of the 70s, right? The 70s, the soul era, right? Heroin. You understand what I'm saying? Some of the most soulful and well-written songs you probably have ever heard in your life.
Thanks. It's no time to read, no hand space. That's what's up. Thank you. Thank you. Keep it alive.
Life probably was in the 70s.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about from a standpoint of like writing and like the soul and the feeling of it. Man, the 70s had to have had it.
Without a question.
So now I'm a product of the 70s, right? So my only thought, because I grew up in a thought-provoking era and a soulful era, to create that type of ambiance out of my work. So I want to be well written. I want my beats to be soulful. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like that. I like a jazz set.
See? You hear what he said? Now, I guess I'm almost kind of like the same way, but I was born a little ahead. Now, like he's saying, he was born in the 70s, so like when he start rapping, he gonna want that soulful shit in his music, in his beat selection, in the style that he might be using. Me, what's crazy about me, I'm born in 88, January 17th, 1988. I am in the energy field of Public Enemy and NWA. Born in that energy field. So I'm growing up, I'm hearing conscious shit and I'm hearing gangster shit. So by the time it gets to the 2000s, 2002, when I started rapping, by that time, Cheddar Boys, Made West, Rock Bottom, Street Lords, Jesse James, Blade Icewood, they popping. Detroit street rap just kicked open the fucking door. Cheddar Boys came out. Oh boy, I'll be playing them games. Oh boy, I'll come spraying the things. I pull things like Jesse James and John Wayne. Rock Bottom is the name of the clique. The airport too hot, so I'm hopping on the train with this brick. Still thinking with the thing on my hip. A guy collars with the name of the tip and got products. Like shit was wild. So you pay attention. Conscious gangster rap, bling bling. This is dead. Dead. People still listen to that music. Everybody still called them classic. They called 90s shit classic shit. Once the street shit came out, kicked open the door, everything else before that shit was called classics. We still bang it, but we banging the street shit now. So I'm coming in the game with the motherfucking energy of Public Enemy, NWA. You know, so dragging that shit past the bling bling era, now 2000s, this is who I am. Like I was born in that energy. So if you listen to my music, what do you hear? Some shit that brings you nostalgia. Style master, mastering all the styles I've ever fucking heard that ever inspired me to its perfected form. Because the goal at the time was to be the most lyrical. When I started rapping, all that shit was already dead and gone and out the window. It was all about money, drugs, hoes, rocking ice, driving cars. It was like bling bling era mixed with street shit to like times 10.
Samples come from, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of blues samples come from when niggas do it because they Curtis Mayfield samples because they wanted that feel that they had when they was kids. You understand what I'm saying?
You go back to Dr. Dre when he was sampling shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the motherfuckers want to hear that sound that they heard when they was kids and shit. DJ Paul, 3 6 Mafia. This motherfucker grew up just listening to rock music. He was listening to rock.
Absolutely. You know, Curtis Mayfield talking about the ghetto and shit, Superfly, Freddy's dead and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And albums, when you listen to it, you can visualize each moment, like each bar. Okay.
That's why in the 90s you was getting fucking movies. You understand what I'm saying? You was getting Ready to Die. You was getting Me Against the World. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say, man.
First Crime.
Ooh, you was getting the 30. Welcome to the Wu 36 Chambers, dog. You understand? You was getting Doggy Style. You understand what I'm saying? Because they were tapped in from that 70s soul.
Okay.
That heroin era where the artistry and the heroin mixed, and that what made you great. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that the kids now from the 90s that was born in the 90s, that's now in the early 2000s, are a product of ecstasy. That's why the clothes are loud. That's why they're so fucking emotional. They're making these emotional songs you want to fucking sing. Because ecstasy is in their DNA because their moms and dads in the 90s was popping E. So that brought these children that's extreme.
90s were the X babies, ecstasy babies. But in the words of Kendrick Lamar, we crack babies because we born in the 80s. 88. Hashtag fuck Reagan and the CIA. Bars.
Really emotional. That's very colorful, tight gene because that's like it's a feeling. So they are products of ecstasy.
So you broke that down just so beautifully right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a beautiful way. Like you just said.
Drugs run the world. Drugs run eras. You know that. The 70s had the heroin, the 70s had heroin, the 80s, early 80s had cocaine, late 80s crack, going into the 90s. Then you had the 90s, you had the Canadian ecstasy rush. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
History.
Absolutely. Hey, and that's mind blowing, bro. Because like as you think, as I'm looking at it, like you say, everything colorful, everything gotta pop out at you.
They're real emotional. Listen to their songs. They all sing, and they real emotional.
Yeah. Shout out to, but I will say though, and you can agree or disagree, right? But even like so, going back into you got guys like, and the guys I'm about to name, they new era guys. Like rest in peace to XXX Tentacion and you got guys like Trippie Redd. Like I don't know if you ever heard these guys' music, but you got guys like those, even 6ix9ine, right? To an extent, like aside from like the trouble he got into, I'm just speaking on the music, right? To an extent, wouldn't you consider that horrorcore or some maybe like a cousin
But see, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I've never heard their music. I've never heard that.
Okay, that's 100. That's 100.
The songs I heard by 6ix9ine was because I'm scrolling on Instagram, and you know what I'm saying. Like, if somebody posted, like, I don't listen to these guys, like, because you know what, man. I mean, like, you know what the young kids do is dope. If you get your mama out the ghetto, I don't give a fuck how terrible your music is. First and fucking foremost. You could be the worst nigga in the world. If you get your mom out her situation, or you get your kids and your girl straight, man, who am I to judge her music? You understand what I'm saying? Does not mean I have to listen to it.
Absolutely.
Does not mean it's my era. This is not my era. I'm not supposed to understand what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Because this isn't my era. I'm pretty sure niggas that was listening to Kool Moe Deep was like, man, who the fuck is a Wu-Tang Clan?
Got you.
So I get it. I'm not one of these older rappers, you know what I'm saying, that don't get it. I get it. This ain't for me to feel. Not saying that I don't feel some of the songs that I hear. Like, I hear some shit like, okay, that shit catchy, it's dope. You know, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the drugs that they're doing to feel that.
Got you. Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm not in these circles where this music is relatable. You understand what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
That's my take on that.
Absolutely. I know you've worked, you know, over the years, you've worked with a number of, you know, hard producers over the years. You know what I'm saying? Who is that one producer that's your go-to? Like that one producer that you can call up and they know what Gordy wants?
One guy, 01, from the Almighty Dreadnoughts. He like me and him like Dre and Snoop, man. So I would say him and Foul Mouth. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely do that with Foul.
Hella dope. You know, along with your, you know, illustrious solo efforts, you've been a part of a lot of legendary groups. You know, Lars, Fat Killers, and so forth. Out of all those collabs, which one was your most favorite moment? Like, you know what I mean? Which one was your coldest moment?
I mean, you know, just remember, I was in the studio, and with him, and I told him, I was like, you know, I don't want to be a solo artist. I want to come in with my brothers, the Fat Killers. He was like, damn, you would rather not sign a solo deal to be in a group with your guys? I said, yes. That was a great moment for me.
Okay.
Turning down Slim Shady, gold hair like Jane Brady. Turn it down. Because I want to bring in my crew. This nigga want to do what Jadakiss did. Nigga, I came in this bitch splitting in 3 ways. And real shit. Real shit. Turn them down. Turn them down. Like, yo, don't understand what the fuck we been through together. Nigga, don't understand what we've been through to make it to this point right here. You know? But what I would have did was, I would have took the solo deal, sent money back to my partners, and tell them to open up our studio, grab some land, grab some motherfucking shit, and y'all just motherfucking bang the fuck out every week, open mic, open bar, whatever the fuck y'all do. Until I come back through, grab y'all for a feature, throw it on an album. Then when that album drops, shit is a hit, y'all get paid. Boom. That's what I would have did. I can't bring y'all with me. I'm saying, like, if I was in the group, can't bring y'all with me, but what I can do, get paid, send some money back to y'all, set up shop, y'all get paid, y'all make the money, don't gotta give me back shit. I need y'all to get paid, and y'all put that money, invest in some bigger shit. We're gonna need an open mic spot, we're gonna need us a restaurant and a fucking radio station. So one thing at a time, right? Open up that motherfucking open bar or that motherfucking open mic spot. Be like, yeah, nigga, we the niggas that's motherfucking Hurricanes affiliates or group, and we just open up a studio. This nigga just got signed and we paying homage. Open up a studio. like Royce the 5'9" did. Royce the 5'9" opened up $1 million studio, and he's charging $1,000. I think Eminem got a studio here too. I forgot where. I think it's over there for 8 Mile somewhere. Over there by the mall. Well, what used to be the mall. I think it's over there. I'm not really sure.
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying, like, expound on that. Like, why for you is it more important? Because a lot of dudes don't think like that. Why for you is it more important to, like, yo, I'm coming in with Marv, I'm coming in with, Fat Fives, you know what I mean? Like,
it's my brothers, man. Like, we toured together, man. We ate sandwiches, broke together. Fat Father had bought me a jogging outfit to do a show. I ain't had no money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas that fed niggas when they ain't have $1.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I want to eat with niggas I starved with?
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, because a lot of guys don't think like that. They think, okay, yeah, I get on and then I come back. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I see you.
Well,
like,
that was the initial. I got this song called "Over," man. When you get time, listen to it. Like it kind of break everything down.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you get a chance, go on YouTube and type King Gordy "Over."
I will.
And you'll get a complete. Like, I wish you had heard that song because you probably wouldn't even be asking me this.
Absolutely. Well, no, I just want to, this is for the viewers that might not, they might tap in and, might not be able to do their homework. That way they can just, go and do their homework. Barry Gordy, you know what I'm saying? The movie, Cobain the Dead, Dark Lord Vader. Out of all of these aliases you've had, which would you say is closer to Waverly?
Gordy.
Okay.
That's it. That's King Barry Gordy the Great. My name is nothing but a metaphor for Detroit. Barry Gordy, Motown, you know what I'm saying? King of Motown, King Barry Gordy, King Gordy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like nobody ever really knew that. People really thought my name was Gordy.
Yeah.
I'm metaphorically saying I'm Detroit. I am Barry Gordy. I am the king. I am Motown. Barry Gordy's the CEO of Motown, so he technically would have been the king of Motown, right?
Absolutely.
Being the CEO.
Your name is a bar. Like,
my name is nothing but a metaphor for Detroit.
Yeah. Van Dyke and Harper, bro. Like talk about like just growing up over there a little bit, man. Like,
I was over there off Van Dyke in Georgia. Shouts out to Beard that we need a Gordy interview. We need to interview Gordy. Yeah, that'll be cool. And this interview was 2021. It's 4 years later, and what he said is still relevant. What he said is still relevant right now. King Gordy the Great.
You know what I'm saying? Bring it like let us walk with you a little bit. Take us on a tour of Van Dyke and Harper. Like first of all, have you been over there recently? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I go over there. I just was over there, a lot of my homies is dying, so I just been to a few funerals, you know what I'm saying? So I'm over there a lot more than I would like to be as far as from that aspect. But like, yeah, I go over there.
Yeah, Van Dyke is the east side, but like I don't know what happened to his peoples though, man. But like Van Dyke is the east side. It goes down on the east side of Detroit. Like real fucking shit, dog. It goes motherfucking down over there, dog. Dude. But yep, I stayed on Van Dyke in Georgia. I stayed with my auntie back when she was living and shit. It was a cool ass area. It was a cool ass area. But the shit went down though. I still heard the gunshots. Like our block was cool, man, but like you heard gunshots around the corner. I was like, all right, like maybe it's cool because I'll be next door to a church. It was like our block had like maybe like 5 or 6 houses. My auntie house was like next to a church, and it was a big ass field, and then it was another 2 houses on the other end, and it was 3 houses in front of us and another big ass field next to their shit. So like we had like 2 fields to play football or soccer or whatever, or kickball or whatever. But yeah, Van Dyke in Georgia. It was next to a church, and there was a school up the street with a playground we used to go to. Shit was awesome. But back to it.
You know, my auntie and my family's still over there. You know what I'm saying? My aunties, my cousins and shit. My guys, you know what I'm saying? My niggas who in the prison, they little bros and shit. I go over there and fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like in Hartford, that's a part of me, man. I go over there for holiday. I'm going over there for the 4th of July. There. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on the block.
Yeah, that way. But you know, just growing up over there, and just, you know what I'm saying, give us some like background of, like, you know, is it how it looks like? You know how sometimes people say, well, Detroit, I don't know, but you might have seen something different. It might have been like, you know, cotton candy, and like, you know, it might have been a good time for you. Like, you know how we always like to assume that we had a hard time in the hood. That might not have been a reality for you.
You know, that was a clear reality for me.
Okay, that's what okay.
Van Dyke and Harbor is a stereotypical ghetto.
Okay.
It's every ghetto in America. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You had niggas beefing, niggas dying over, you know, drug shit, niggas going to jail, you know what I'm saying? Niggas getting shot, niggas fucking niggas baby mamas and shit, fucking niggas BMs and shit. All that shit, man. That shit was real.
Yeah.
You literally, on Van Dyke and Harbor, you literally, on every block, okay, my hood, I don't know how every other nigga hood is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I know, like, you know how, like, Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Chicago, there is no neighborhood. It's blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You're from 63rd, I'm from 64th. We're at war.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, we're in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
Van Dyke and Harbor, I'm from Walden, right? You from Georgia. You sell dope around the corner. I sell dope around the corner. But we both boys, we both sell to the same things, and we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We all making the same money. We might just like dope crack better that day.
On that block.
Right.
Me and you still guys. We still fucking niggas up together. We eat together. We smoking beer. I'm coming to your crack house, smoking blunts with you. I might have a cheaper connect that might sell you dope.
Yeah.
So it was family oriented.
Okay.
There was no separation. We all from Van Dyke and Harbor. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So my neighborhood was extremely family oriented. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all fucked with each other. We would be 30 deep on the porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was real 90s shit, bro. 30 niggas freaking 40s on the porch, man, smoking Phillies, man. It's fat swishers, bro.
Oh, trust me, I've seen it. I like I say, I got homeboys, like my homeboy Anthony and Antonio, shout out to them, bro. They from, you know what I'm saying? So they used to bring me to ride through there, and like just like you describing it, I come on your block, and it's literally 40 niggas, 40, you know, and that look good. Like, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Just standing out there, and they just having
we all from over there. Ain't nobody saying, oh, this is my block or this. Nigga, I have been in my nigga spots. My nigga weed house. Well, I didn't have weed. He ran. I was like, hey, man, until I get back home, man, get your sack off. Niggas don't do shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely. yeah. Especially not now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe in the 90s, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Gordy, as it relates to Detroit or even like Michigan MCs, does Gordy get his just due? Like, do you feel like you get your flowers?
I'll never get my just due because of my content.
Dang. Shout out to the one person that's here. I never get my just due because of my content, but shouts out to everybody that fucks with my content, whether it's for music, professional or parody, my HHN special report, Detroit After Dark, Top 15 Countdown, Matrix versus Reality, Celebrity Hood reviews, TV show reviews. I got a lot of content, but when it comes to this music, shouts out to everybody that fuck with it. God damn, what the fuck my glasses at? Who that? All right, cool. What up, dude? Salute GBA. But yeah, it was like, we ain't gonna get our just due because of our content. Our shit is taboo. Our shit is shock value bars. And most importantly, the revolution and the truth is not marketable. Somebody gotta really be feeling my shit to be like, nigga, I will sign you. And the only fucking label that's fucking popping is strange fucking music. And no one really knows who the fuck they are. And that's crazy. Because these fuckers are on the Forbes list. Tech 9, follow me, y'all around the planet with it together. No psychology, nigga, you get managed, you can damage with no apology. Worldwide choppers. Yeah. They got Tech 9 got Chris Calico over there, Chris Webby, Ritz, Snow the Product, Twisted Insane. Each of them all lyrical and with their own lane. But they all complement each other when they come together and do collaboration. And it sounds like they all are in sync. That shit is fucking amazing. Oh, GB, the day on vacation for the week. Shout out to everybody. GBA, Live and Learn, Soul Brother, Bearded, Prometheus. Who else was here? So you can Comic Brandon, Skylar. And Crystal is cool. And my girl Vonta at? Like, what the? And shout out to Vonta, the UK correspondent. You already know what it is. And shout out to everybody that's gonna watch all this on the playback. We almost finished with it. I think we got how many minutes left? Probably about like 12, 13 minutes.
And I'm very aware of that. You know?
You don't think so, bro? Like, I don't know, man. Because a legend is a legend, right?
This is the consensus of King Gordy. Man, he can rap. He just say that crazy shit. I can't fuck.
Yep. And he can rap, but he just say that crazy shit. Yep. I used to get that too. He can rap, but he say that crazy shit. For real. When you a lyrical motherfucking dog, when you cold, nigga, that's what we get.
I guarantee you 60% of people would say that to you if you said King Gordy. Yeah, man, he can rap, but that would be the consensus.
Wow.
That's why I'll never get put up by M or Royce or Elzai or Guilty Simpson, because they'll always say, yeah, he dope, but.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, bro. Like, I'm
dope, but you talk about that crazy shit like cutting the bitch face off and putting it on a mannequin. That nigga cold, but he talking about he wanted to eat his victims. Hurricane cold, but it's always fuck the government. I love the government. Hurricane cold, but he say he the God killer. I love the Sky Daddy. Hurricane cold, but I need him to sound like the motherfuckers on the radio. Hurricane cold, but I need him to rap on beats that sound like the shit on the fucking radio. Hurricane cold, but I don't understand what he's talking about. Hurricane cold, but needs better production. Hurricane cold, but I would never get my props. That's why I will always have a cult following. Shouts out to everybody that fuck with my shit and put me in their top 5. Y'all are the truth. Shouts out to y'all. Give yourselves a round of a motherfucking applause on some real shit. You feel me? Y'all deserve it. At the end of the day, man, y'all hearing some shit that most of these rappers ain't even talking about. And covering content motherfuckers don't even know what's going on. When the shit hits the fan, motherfuckers gonna be running around like chickens with their head cut off. Wow, y'all niggas be like, nigga, Hurricane said this was gonna happen. But fuck YouTube for not sending out my notifications. Fuck YouTube for kicking me out my lives. Fuck YouTube for freezing my chat. Hashtag fuck YouTube for, for letting other people motherfucking do their fucking thing with no fucking problem, but I get all the bullshit. Fuck YouTube. YouTube ain't shit. Because a lot of people that ain't getting no notifications already know it. But shouts out to y'all for catching this on the playback.
I don't know, man. Like maybe I'm just, maybe I'm one of the ones that just, I don't know.
But I'll say this: I need no validation from no one to say what tier I should be on, because I'm still doing shows. I still get paid for collabs. People are anticipating everything that I do. So whether you want to say I'm in your top 5 or top 10, it really doesn't matter, because I have a cult fan base that doesn't give a fuck how they feel.
Absolutely.
I care. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That makes sense, man. That makes sense. I know you were just like me. I know you were connoisseur, like, right? Are there like, and then I haven't been in the D in a while. Like, are there any strands? Are there any Gordy strands like officially out there? Can we expect a Gordy line?
I've had talks with it, but man, I ain't gonna even lie, man. I get my weed from San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I ain't gonna lie. I get my weed from the West Coast, nigga. What I say, Crystal? We about to open up a dispensary. I want to try to flow some shit down here and charge motherfuckers triple, allegedly. Yo, that's that Cali weed. This that Cali weed. This that Cali weed. Nigga, gotta charge triple. Nigga. For my gram, you goddamn right. You already know it. $60 grams, bitch. It's like, man, I remember the dime bag cost a dime. I don't give a fuck.
That's the Bay Area has the best weed on God's green earth.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna smoke the Louis and Gucci Vuitton of marijuana, man, I might as well just get
you over there.
Oakland, the Bay Area, man, or Humboldt County, man. That's where the best weed is, period.
We need that Gordy strand, bro. It's
I need to go out to California and talk to some people. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's only right, bro. Like,
I need to go to the Bay, man. You're right.
Absolutely, man. Back in 2013, and I don't know if you want to talk about this. It might be a little touchy subject. An unfortunate event happened, which caused you to be hospitalized a little bit. You overcame that. I don't know if you want to touch on that, but
touch on it. Whatever you want to ask me. Whatever you want to ask me, bro. It's all good.
Like, do you know who did that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You something about you was robbed, and like, you know what I'm saying? You was hit multiple times. I think like five times. Yeah.
Let me break down what happened to you, bro. I was dating a chick, right? We was I was at the time I was selling weed heavy. You know what I'm saying? So, we're my girl's mama house. One of my homeboys come over to buy some weed from me, right? He straight eye contacts them up.
What's crazy is this? He can laugh about this shit now. He can laugh about it now. This is 2021. Shit happened in 2013. It's 2025 now. But it's 8 years later. He over it. He can laugh about it.
You feel me?
Tell the story, King.
So me and her leave. Mm-hmm. So he leaves. He buys the weed. He leaves. Me and my girl leaves to go get something. My ex-girl leaves to go get something to eat. He comes back. Hollers at the mama. Right? We go back over there days later. He done moved in with the mama.
What?
You feel me?
I'm following.
But this my guy. He's my little homie.
He's my little homie. Bought some trees for me. Mind you, this is my ex-girlfriend's mama's house. He said a couple of days or a couple of weeks later, he moves in. Like, no telling what him and the mama talked about over the phone. What? Like, bitch, I need a place to stay. Mom ain't probably had no stick in the minute and shit. It's a young buck. You can come on in. She let that motherfucker in. Now here go the situation.
My guy, I'm fucking with his older brothers. You understand what I'm saying? He starts fucking with my ex-mama. She furious. You understand what I'm saying? But what can you do?
Right, they grown.
So he over there broke. We buying food and shit. We feed them. He comes to me. He says, "Hey man, hit me off for the sack." You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with her mama. I can't feed her. You know what I'm saying? I can't buy her nothing to drink. I can't do nothing for her.
But real shit, it's kind of good that he came to King Gordy with that proposition. But at the same time, the mother don't even fucking care. His problem was, I need to be doing something. Ain't nothing wrong with doing something because you got to do something. You can't be staying with a bitch ain't doing shit. So it's good you came to King Gordy for a sec, but why the fuck you didn't go out and get a job? I forgot. We in the hood. Probably got motherfucking, they probably on file. It's kind of hard to get a job when you're a fucking felon. So, understandable. Get the sack, right? Pause. Then this happens.
I hit him off for the sack. I'm thinking that he's going to go on his block and hustle it. He starts selling it out her house.
Wow.
Dumbass. Never trap where you sleep at. You can be heavily strizzed, but you don't want to look over your shoulder. I prefer you to have a spot or find a way to meet somebody at a corner or meet somebody at a gas station or some shit. Never trap where you sleep at.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So now he has clientele coming to her home. So one night, and like I said, he a little young nigga. So, niggas like, man, this thing over here, he got gordy weed and shit, man. We sticking his little ass up. Mm-hmm. Just so happened, I happened to be there the night that they was coming to stick up. Mm-hmm. The guys,
they was coming through. This wasn't even for you.
This wasn't for me. It was for him. I wasn't selling weed in there. This was his weed. This him. He telling people this his dope. He's selling it. This weed. So I come over there, because he had niggas some weed. I think I brought him like a house and shit. We smoking and shit. Niggas knock on the door. That's weed. The first thing he say is, "Who is y'all?" He was like, "You got that gordy weed?" That's what they asked him. Wow. Got that gordy weed. He opens the door. He was like, "Yeah, let me get a quarter." It's two niggas. One nigga goes straight in the kitchen. One nigga stood by the door.
That should have been a red flag when you not like if somebody come over, like if I'm selling my own stats and somebody come through like
when he said, "Who is y'all?" I'm like, "Nah." I said, "Man, don't open that door." Yeah. I ain't thinking. I'm thinking because I know he's selling weed out of here. I'm just thinking some niggas, young niggas from around, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, coming to cop some weed from him. Because I don't know the niggas that he know. He was much younger than me, so he's fucking with a younger audience.
Yeah.
I don't know these young niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some of them, but not all of them. So the one guy go in there with him. The one guy at the door say, "Man, come up out your shit." Now, as I'm sitting on the couch, my girl, 2 kids is sitting next to me. When the nigga pulled out the gun, my girl jumped out the window. Her mama jumped out the bathroom window, and my little homie face dived out the side window.
Everybody splitting. Everybody gone.
Split. I'm in there with the 2 kids. When the nigga pulled the gun, I had to jump up and grab it. When I grabbed the gun, I pulled it down. That's when he started shooting me in my stomach. But I'm holding it. I'm holding the gun down, and I'm not grabbing him like this. So I got him against the wall. As I got him against the wall, he's shooting. Then it jammed. His boy comes back in with the AK-47, hits me on the side of my head. They hits me on the side of my head, I fall. They run to the back. It was a door in the back with a lock, no weed in there. All I had was like maybe 6 or 7 ounces. But maybe one sort of a half a bowl. That's nothing.
Not a meal ticket, not nothing to like, yeah.
That's no money, bro. A half a bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I guess for them that was a gold mine, but they seen a lock at the door, in the back door. That gave me a way to get out the house. Because they like, okay, you shot up. Where's the dope? What we came for? You understand what I'm saying? Didn't even rob it. Had like $5,000 in my pocket. So they got no physical cash. All they got was a half a bowl of weed. I runs out, it's snow. I runs out, go to the back, falls on the ground, there's blood all on the fucking snow. I'm like, I'm shot. Because my adrenaline pumping, I'm hearing the shot. Dog, when you going through something like that, your life on the line, everything is slow. I didn't feel no shots. I heard the gun go off.
You heard it, but
it feel it. I guess that was the mind, you know what I'm saying, trying to, they say when you were like in a life or death situation, your mind will put you at peace and not be able to feel pain until you are aware of what's going on after the fact, after you got out the
and then too, Gordy, sometimes that be that adrenaline too. Like,
that's what I said too. It might be an adrenaline dump causing me not to feel no pain. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, I felt it once I got to the hospital and I calmed down. My blood pressure got got back regular. Then I start feeling it. You understand what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I ran out, man. I felt like they wasn't gonna harm the kids, but at that point, me being shot up, I just tried to save what was left of my life.
Yeah,
I wasn't like I was trying to deliberately leave the kids in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. I did all I could. The nigga that shot me 5 times.
Absolutely. Like, and then who am I? Like you like you said, you did what you could. Everybody else already left. Like kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta fend for myself.
A lot of niggas in my hood wanted to fuck my little homie up, right? Or say he set me up to be robbed, but that couldn't have been the case, because if you set me up to be robbed, you're not first of all, he was in a hospital room next door to me. His face was, that nigga chest was slashed up from the glass.
Okay.
You ain't set up, if you set up a robbery, well, you're not going to face dive on no window. You're going to run out the front door, maybe the back.
Yeah. Ain't nobody making it look that good.
Bro, you're not going to fuck your face and chest up to make a robbery look good. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know what the fuck was going on, bro. Yeah. He just was like, and like I say, man, that was just me trying to be. I got robbed trying to help somebody. I grew up in an era, man, where if me and you homies, right? Say me and you homies, man, and you be like, yo, man, I got these two bitches, man. I'm broke as shit, but I got money, nigga. I will give you money, so you won't gotta be like, buy this or make you do this. I'm gonna act like you the man. And we've lied to hoes acting like niggas was straight bosses. We was workers, so he could fuck. I'm a real nigga like that, nigga. I will put you on a high pedestal so you can get that pussy, man. If that's what it takes. You want me to act like you a kingpin, you're gonna be a kingpin tonight.
That's the kind of loyalty. That's the kind of loyalty you were surrounding yourself with.
Yes, I'm a real Van Dyke nigga. I come from the 90s, man. And that's the type of loyalty we possess. So I just couldn't, like I say, even though my ex was mad as shit about little homie fucking with his mama, I still didn't want the nigga to be in there fucked up. Because I know how it feel. You got a chick, you can't even buy, you can't buy this nothing to eat, man. Come on, man. How do you feel as a man, Yeah. A bitch say she hungry, ain't nothing you can do, man. That was...
Yeah, that shit like go back to that Baby Boy. Y'all remember Baby Boy? When that nigga P was telling Jody was like, man, I gotta ask my woman and my mama for money. I gotta walk around the house like I'm some child, like I'm some scared little boy. It's eating me alive, man. Eat me alive, cuz. Yeah, nigga, real shit.
I don't know about you personally, but I would do something to my pride.
Absolutely.
I'm fucking you.
Absolutely.
I ain't no heartless nigga like, oh, bitch, I'm fucking you in. I ain't that.
But the mother didn't care about all that. He ain't say the mama's all in my ears telling me I need to do this, I need to do that. No, the mama just wants some dick. Remind you, this is her crib. She probably already got that retirement money. She probably got a disability check or SSI check, whatever. She good. She just wants some dick. Like the motherfucking bitch in the motherfucking Baby Boy movie. She give a fuck that Jody had a motherfucking girlfriend. She just wants some meat. But his pride was fucking with him like, I need to do something. So like shit, can't get a job because I'm in and out of fucking jail. So front me a sack. Pause. But you go stepping on people's toes with the best weed, they got that gordy weed, niggas gonna come after your ass.
I ain't no young man. I fuck with you. Listen, man, you know what, man? I got into it with, I know this shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I get into it with my young niggas all the time because they think it's stupid to get a rat hoe that you fucking like food and grabbing her outfit and get their hair done and she around you. I never understood why niggas didn't like that. If the bitch is sucking your dick and fucking you in the hotel rooms with you, why would you go to Rainbow and get the bitch some leggings and
It's that easy, especially if you doing it like you say you doing it. Like it shouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying?
They think that's tricking. I'm like, no, bro. You want the bitch to look presentable around you? You know the bitch ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Keep sucking your dick.
Bro, Gordy, I know you got like countless of stories that like even that story I'm sitting in here and I'm just taken back from, bro. Like, do you think or have a Gordy like a biopic ever been across your mind or maybe it's in the works quietly?
They people have not came up, but they came with me about books, like a book about my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying, with a dope writer. I'm definitely willing to tell my stories. And
My book, man, I don't even want to work on it. I know I gotta write my book, but damn, man. I don't want to go back in time and dig up those fucking memories like on some real shit. I like to say that shit briefly or throw it in my lyrics, man. But like writing the book, I want that bitch to be perfect. I want that bitch to be so perfect. I want that bitch to be better than the Malcolm X book.
you could jog him to put it his own artistic way on the page. I'm down for that. So,
oh man, I think that boy would fly off the shelves, like for real, Gordy. Like, cause like just listening to you, and I know it's countless of stories that you know what I'm saying that motherfucker wouldn't even be able to believe or fathom. Like, you follow what I'm saying?
You funny,
a lot of them, man.
But you're still here, and like I say, man, you the king of the East, king of Van Dyke and Harper, like the king, just the king of kings, like, you feel me? And we appreciate you, bro. Like, what can we expect from King Gordy coming forward? What can we expect from Lord Vader?
The Etiquette album, man, the beginning, man.
My phone fucking died. How the fuck is my phone shutting down and it's charging? But like, but like that's the end of it anyway. He was doing a promotion of his album and shit. But yeah, he was talking about the Anakin album, and that shit still ain't dropped yet. Like, I think he probably did a couple songs, man, but I don't think the project is done. Why did my phone just die, dog? And that shit was charged. I saw the red light and everything. Like I'm talking about like what in the frosted mini shit fuck. But like that was the end anyway. Shout out to everybody coming through. Shout out to Comic. He said, "Oh, I hope I don't listen to Hurricane." That's hilarious. Salute GBA Radio. Salute Comic. Salute Jordan. What up, though, Jordan? About to leave. They ain't playing my type of music. Jordan was at a party. Shout out to Soul Brother. Shout out to Bearded. Much love to Crystal. And shouts out to everybody on the playback. Shouts out to Vonta. And everybody that came through. Everybody that was here on the last live I did. And everybody get up out of here. I might go back live again on a double stream if it all depends on what JVJ talking about on the JVJ network. And I get my salutes on like whoever is live right now, but now shit. Might work on some music for a minute. Phenom sent me some shit, so you know I gotta work on some shit a little bit. You know, and like probably go live again on the JVJ network. I just hate YouTube, dog. Man, nigga, like YouTube ain't shit. YouTube ain't shit for not sending on my notifications. Cause I'm still getting messages saying like, damn, nigga, they ain't send me shit. The motherfuckers actually gotta find my page when I go live. But anyway, shout out to everybody coming through again. She be out in the street buy for Lululemon. What? You wildin'. But man, shout out to everybody. This is Detroit Hip Hop Stories. Talking about King Gordy over here on this channel now because it's on my second channel, but like I need to bring it over here, and I forgot to bring it over here after my channel got back. So now it's over here, so we can build up these motherfucking watch hours and go live again. I think I'm like damn near 500 away from 3,000, so I can try to get a goddamn super chat. Hopefully, got to find out how that shit work. But been putting in work. If I get a super chat and some cash apps, I'm good. I can save up and do some shit. Or save up and get the fuck on. Like I need to GoFundMe. I'm like, GoFundMe for a fucking California trip. I'm trying to rack up 2,000 for a GoFundMe. But shout out to everybody, man. Y'all the truth. Detroit Hip Hop Stories. I catch y'all in a minute. You know, like if JVJ go live, and it depends on what he's talking about, I'll be live again for everybody to come on through. Shouts out to the squad. And we out. Shouts out to Crystal. Hey, baby. Much love. We out. Peace.